Things will take a turn for the confusing part in my life. For instance, just a couple days ago, I was, trying to get back in touch with a friend or a person who I thought was my friend. Turns out it was just a bit of a sad case of this person may or may not want to be my friend anymore. It's painful when you don't have many friends. The thing about autistic people, about being autistic, you try to make as much friends as you want or need to, but you don't really understand. Some people just don't understand autism anymore. A lot of young people this generation, they just go like, what is autism? Stuff like that. Parents don't even teach their kids the first thing about autism anymore, which they should, because I go to work, people understand that I'm autistic at work, but people outside of work sometimes don't know that I have autism or not. Sometimes they just don't understand it whatsoever. When you meet people in public, when I meet people in public, I just chat. We're not saying any bad stuff, but people just don't understand that, some people need to know that a lot of autistic people, some don't have friends at all. And it was very tough for me to make friends because I couldn't understand how nervous people got when they met new people. And I was losing friends because I just felt like, at first I thought it was because of my autism, but it was because they didn't understand it. It took a long time for me to make better friends when I transferred from school to school. It wasn't until the 8th grade when I finally met a person who could understand autism a thing or two. And she and I are still friends to this day. I would still consider her my best friend. A lot of people I went to school with did become good friends of mine, but some became friends for that moment. You know what I mean? Some people just became friends of mine because just for that one part of that one chapter in my life. And now that chapter is over, and it's time to make brand new friends. And that part is tough because I'm not in school anymore. I'm not with the young crowd like I used to be. And so, yeah, that was very frustrating for me. There's people out there that are going to probably pretend to want to be your friend, and then one day you call them and they hang up on you and they don't call back. Luckily, I have a few friends that I still talk to, good ones that is. As for the bad ones, I don't want to see them that much anymore because it's just not worth it. There's a lesson that we learned in the first Rocky film. The first Rocky film, there was a scene when Rocky's walking with a 12-year-old kid, and he's telling her, hang out with good friends, you'll get good friends, and you'll become a good person. Hang out with bad friends, you might become a bad person. Just like my father says, you learn from films. There's a lesson in films. Rocky surprisingly has that lesson. The lesson that I want to get to you guys is this. We do get friends. I do have friends, but it took a long time for me to make them. I mean, elementary was cool, but then in high school we're getting older, we're getting nervous, and it was hard to make those friends. Just be yourself. Sometimes people don't like it when you are being yourself. Sometimes you think, it's cool if you pretend to be someone who you're not. And that might get you friends, but that also might put you in some bad situations. At the end of the day, just be yourself.